think they really are just looking not to fight whatsoever. And my guess is it's just going to be something that outranges Annie. You know, people like to go like Ori and Victor, and it is going to be Ori. Does pair well with the composition, so I feel like it's less about I'm going to slam this guy 1v1.
So small. Holy shit. That's a Chris Photoshop.
Handsome, Michi. You actually look more handsome.
No, man. What are you saying? No way.
Right, Michi, you look more handsome with
hold on. We already got some violence here at level 1. Shopify Rebellion.
1928, brother. The Great Depression is here in bottom lane.
It's dust soup for FBI.
Yeah, we are not having a good time in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, Contracts looking to make it even more painful here as Quid tries to flash away. But the third hit, while Shopify starts up the Drake on the bottom half of the map. Ayla on the approach here, as 100 Thieves are trying to at least steal away the blue buff in the enemy jungle, with Fudge being forced back. Remember, there is no teleport here on the Gwen, so it's a long walk back to lane. But
play here, Fudge did trade out his ult, but didn't have to flash on the other side, so he's going to be pretty comfortable.
Meanwhile, flash spent in the mid lane there by Palafox, trying to get away as River scraps with Contracts back and forth. Both junglers on the edge of death, but it's Contracts who falls, and River alive. Ayla reinforcing there to guarantee that Tibbers can't get one back. 100 Thieves win out in the mid lane.
Nicely done there. 100 Thieves getting something back. You know, they forced out the flash with the initial engage with that shockwave, and then Contracts came over and tried to fight it out, but Palafox was pushed back, and it is going to be pretty difficult. First LCS import in the LTA. I was like, how does it feel to be back in the LTA? He's like, well, first of all, I'm debuting in the LTA. I was an LCS player.
True.
I'm like, okay, you're not wrong.
We sent JoJo to the LEC and we sent Dokla to the LTA. The LCS is a chief exporter of talent these days.
We're sending talent everywhere, baby. Now here it is one more time. The face check going bad for Palafoxes. You get the bad news when both River and Quid are there. And then this is very aggressive here from Contracts, you know, flashing in. But Palafox not really able to get much damage down whatsoever, and Contracts just barely can't finish him off. I don't think Tibbers would have killed River there either way, but Ayla does arrive with the Spellbook TP all the same, and you can see Sniper there in the background watching on. Looking pretty focused. It's always a bit of a weird position, I think, you know, when you are in a sub role, because you still want your teammates to do well, you still want your team to do well, but at the same time, if your replacement does too well, then you might not be getting back in. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird spot, I feel like, to be in. You know, you definitely want to support the boys, but at the same time, you want to be playing too.
Exactly. Looking across the scoreboard, though, still the greatest individual lead is down here in the bottom lane. B-Boy ahead by about 400 gold, but similar leads across two different roles for the side of 100 Thieves, as both their solo laners are about a kill's worth of gold ahead. It's still a very close game overall. You still have the Ocean Drake claimed by the side of Shopify here very early on, and we'll see how else they can build that lead. But right now it looks like 100 willing to contest for control over this bot side River, but not overcommit to it. Ayla jumps in for a grand entrance. Seo's not going to take a whole lot of damage here as Contracts is the initial target. Tries to get himself back away, but he's charmed up, locked up. Shopify trying to fight back, but River has already got the kill here on a Contract. Palafox in a lot of danger. Nice shockwave. Fetal Warfare claimed by 100 Thieves as Shopify Rebellion.
Time. Didn't actually need it to kill off Contracts. Saves it to be able to grab that kill onto Palafox. Really well done by 100 Thieves.
Now Dokla's ready to fight up here on the top side yet again, but Fudge with the last cast of the needlework goes snip, snip, cuts him down. Fudge gets the 1v1 kill, but now Quid ready to get one in return. Misses the command attack. Fudge with a flash away, but Quid follows it with a nice one.
This was actually the roster that they were playing with, where they had this like 7-man roster going on with Zaligo and Ryu splitting time with Someday and Fake God. These are wildly different opponents that they did play against, and so that has to be taken into consideration. You can't just look at the records.
Okay, Fudge versus Dokla yet again. The 1v1 down here on the bottom side. Dokla trying to jump back away, avoids the final cast of needlework. Both of these top laners down to a few hundred HP here now, and both of them continuing to fight. Flash follow there with a counter strike, and Dokla barely misses. And Quid. So who's going to outcarry who is the question we have to ask, as Dokla again looking to put a little bit of pressure here into the tier 1 turret. Fudge jumping in, River and Ayla coming down, but Contracts is also nearby. He'll force 100 Thieves back for the moment. The clone takes most of the damage. Flash forward from Contracts there for the last hit of the 3 Talons strike, and now Ayla's got to flash away to try to escape. Pop the quickness, again disengaging. Seo's not going to find a lot here with a Magnet Storm, but now they finally lock up Dokla, and he is chopped up. B-Boy
show up. I think that Quid would have been able to finish him off. But now it is 100 Thieves getting a bit of damage down on the B-Boy and starting up this Herald.
Okay, tier 1 turret claimed in the top side.
Down, this turret was already put very low from Dokla last time he was pressuring, so now they're going to be able to knock down another tower. Quid took down that top zone up. You're going to lose the Dragon and the Feats. Yes, you will get a tier 1 tower top eventually, but doesn't feel like the best trade here for Shopify. So we'll see if they can actually pressure more. But I mean, Dokla's already up there to cover the tier 2, so I don't think that they're going to get a second tower or anything like that.
Yeah.
And 100 Thieves, at the end of the day, I think are going to be very happy with how this has gone.
I mean, it's one tower. Dokla putting in some quick work on the tier 2 turret up here. The top side flashes the energy banner. A favorite in the hearts of many a North American fan, as Dokla does take out the tier 2. But now B-Boy has arrived. Dokla trying to get away, drops a ward over the wall. Leap strike, bringing some manpower down here, but they're going to have to make their move pretty soon.
Dokla's
Teleport ready to arrive, but immediately Dokla is ready to greet Palafox as Shopify tries to engage down here on the bottom side, but River has already cast the Cyclone. Contracts again, just melted before we can do anything meaningful here in the fight. River with a second cast of the Cyclone, puts some pressure on the B-Boy as Fudge is about to die. 200 Thieves looking good in the fight. Quid goes on a killing spree. It's a 2-for-1 trade across the map so far for the Thieves. Seos tries to get away, a double kill back over to Quid. He stays alive for a moment, but B-Boy cleans one up. B-Boy trying to be the hero here for Shopify Rebellion, needs one more auto attack. Phosphorus Bomb gets a triple kill for the Corki as he finally dies. It's bodies on both sides. A bloodbath around the Otacon.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. And 100 Thieves going in a 3v2 with very low health bars. Seos landed a double shattering strike as he
2,000 up compared to Palafox, and it's 100 Thieves starting up the Otacon. They've already got it down to 5,000 HP. Teleport coming in. 100 Thieves immediately decide they do not care about the objective. They only want the fight. A lot of damage done to Fudge. He's already dead. As the fight continues, a second cast of the Cyclone is death for the second solo laner of Shopify Rebellion. 100 Thieves having a great fight so far. FBI wants to get away from contracts, and he's the last man standing on the Rebellion. And 100 Thieves will put that Rebellion to rest. A triple kill to Quid, and 100 Thieves make him look silly.
Whatsoever. He gets burst down in a hurry. Palafox, who had lost his flash on the last play running from Dokla, also get now. They get the Otacon. He gets a triple kill after already being 2k ahead, and they're going to grab the Dragon. Feels like it's a little bit of desperation time as they're just going to be flipping it.
It's a YOLO from Shopify Rebellion. Everybody on 100 Thieves ready to show up, though. Palafox waiting in the wings, seeing if there's a flank opportunity here. Fudge, skip and slash over the wall, ready to try to set up some sort of a flank maneuver of his own. River ready to go in now as Palafox tries to get the engagement. 100 Thieves is ready to reply. B-Boy's about to die here at the very start of the fight. 100 Thieves staying alive so far. River putting the pressure onto Palafox at the same exact time as Fudge can't get anybody. Contract's about to lose his ulti, about to lose his life, about to lose the game. 100 Thieves run him over.
Nicely done there by 100 Thieves. Dokla had a good flank. And though the engage this time with Seos and Palafox looked promising, they still could not burst down anyone. And when you don't get those initial kills, there was just no way they were going to win the extended fight. And now you're losing the tier 2 mid. Now you're even going to lose probably the tier 2 bot. You're losing the Baron. They're pushing everywhere while taking the Baron. And 100 Thieves are just miles ahead at this point.
I feel like that's the end of it. Unless 100 Thieves make an absolutely unforgivable error, this game is too far out of reach now.
It is soul time, so I wouldn't blame Contracts for just trying to flip it, go in, see if you can get it. They're going to look for Dokla.
Yeah, Contracts jumps in after the Jax, and that's not where you want to be. He's already down, and the Dragon is claimed. The soul belongs to 100 Thieves, and the game is about to go the same way. Fudge in stasis for only a moment longer. FBI is on a killing spree. There's nothing left of Shopify, man. 100 Thieves. Just throw them all in the wheelbarrow and haul them back to Fountain.
Yeah, Contracts told me he's going to show Unk what is up, but it's Dokla getting the last laugh in this one.
And there it is, the Keck W Braum at the same time. 100 Thieves know they just won the game. They'll force the wave through down here in the bot side. Tier 2 turret is already gone. Quid putting in work back over in the mid lane, but he knows they don't need 2 lanes to win this one. Contracts is going to be back alive here in about 5 seconds, but I'm thinking his screen's only going to be in full Technicolor for a few seconds if he leaves that Fountain. 100 Thieves closing in on the Nexus turrets. Contracts wants to go in, and there it is. Blink and you'll miss it. He's down again. Another ace here for 100 Thieves. as the last Nexus turret is the only thing standing between them and a Game 1 victory. Shopify Rebellion respawning, trying to scramble, get in there in time, but it ain't gonna matter. 100 Thieves, FBI is in a rampage. Palafox taken down one more time for good measure. 100 Thieves takes Game 1.
Yeah, you can tell.
You get to like a Game 5, but we're in a best of 3
Even
phase.
then they're playing like Zeri and Jinx or Caitlyn or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Ashe. Like there's so many that yes, you're not going to be quite in that S tier, but they're not kind of like being pushed into a weird style of play like some other roles sometimes are. Being pretty late.
Yep, he'll go ahead and grab the level 1 boots. Spam Scepter for some sustain, extra refillable for the same purpose. As it looks like B-Boy and Seos might be in a bit of a tough spot here. Big Dokes charging in with a Scion ulti, but he misses as Seos flashes away from it. A little bit more damage as River tries to follow up. Seos taken low, but not dead just yet. 100 Thieves with a sloppy dive, completely missed the mark. And B-Boy and Seos make them look silly. FBI is going to be killed for first blood. Palafox jumping into the Yone, and 100 Thieves are regretting this decision.
Yeah, really well played there. Involved, then gets picked up off of the roam.
Oh, but meanwhile, we're right back into the fight up here on the top side. Seos surely dies here. FBI. In terms of a purchase, like it just does not have much impact, so it definitely feels bad if that's the only thing in your inventory, as Ayla's gonna feel even worse now, getting caught out. B-Boy and Seos doing the damage to make this a 2-1 game. The entirety of the first gym, and then they're garbage even once they're fully evolved. Like that's the glowing mode. Meanwhile, curtain call opens up. Seos and B-Boy got to be a little bit careful here, but they're turning it around rather nicely. River drops, and the feat of warfare is claimed by Shopify Rebellion. FBI's not going to get anybody back just yet, and Shopify have control over the grub pit as that first one is about to fall, smited away by Contracts. Quid looking to jump forward here with a blast cone, but that was a bad blast cone. He's caught in the middle of everybody, gets a nice shuffle backwards, stays alive. Seos barely keeping on. Here on the Maokai, and since Shopify has a lead, it looks like 100 Thieves is saying, all right, discretion's the better part of valor. We're not confident in this fight, and it's not worth the risk.
Yep, not going to go for anything crazy there, and we'll just give it up. But then they're just going to have to give up the Herald.
I mean, you pointed it out in game number 1. A big thing that 100 Thieves was doing so well was marking teleports and decisively going after them. It looks like they're doing it again here in game number 2, as Palafox finds a lot of damage on River is driving it, kablam! Takes down the tier 1 turret, and 100 Thieves will be happy with that one. Yeah, at least it's already started. Fudge isolated from the rest of the battle as Seos is knocked down to half HP, but he still has the unbreakable will. 100 Thieves turning their attention back over to the River, back over towards the Drake as they have it down to 3,000 HP. Fourth shot, gonna take it low enough to smite it down. Seos gets caught out by the deadly flourish there as Big Dokes is ready to follow it up, and FBI goes.
Really difficult to knock down. FBI is positioning pretty far back, you know, goes for the Ghost Blade as well as the Rapid Fire, which is kind of like this.
They got it down to half. 100 Thieves move in, looking to stop them. Palafox, 2/3 HP. Curtain call opens up. Otacon down to 4,000. Seos tanking up here in the very front of the fight. Fudge rejoins with the teleport. Doka on the front line. Otacon down to 2,000. Gonna be secured by Contract. Doka jumps into everybody, but it's Palafox into the back line. Shopify Rebellion fight an absolutely massive fight. They'll kill 3. They'll take the Otacon, and that's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, huge engage there from Palafox.
Getting a lot of targets here. Either Palafox with the Q3 ready to jump over the wall if he needs to. Ayla down to half HP. Contracts looking to control the River here still, as River himself knocked down to 40% here too. There's your Maokai ultimate. Shopify Rebellion have total control over the bot side. River and 100 Thieves are having to try to get away. Big Dokes brought down to size as Palafox dives into the back line yet again. Quid trying to get away. Nice shuffle, but it only hits Seos. Meanwhile, public execution from Fudge. Double kill for the Yone. Fudge makes it number 3, and 100 Thieves are getting stomped on.
Yeah, really well done again by Shopify. Just constantly poking. He's currently over Dokla. He's about to hit 14, but Palafox is about to hit 16. And tanks versus Yone in the side lane, you just do not hurt him.
Yep, Yone just buffering through the decimating smash there. Fate Sealed, very powerful ability, and Palafox is just going to keep on pushing. He does not care. He has the shield bow, he has the Blade of the Ruined King, he has everything he needs to keep his presence. Down there in the bottom lane, FBI though, saved by this Tempered Fate, trying to get away! Followed by Contracts, who doesn't quite have enough damage. The last Bramble Smash won't kill him off, but the public execution for Fudge gets the job done. Fudge in danger now, tanking the turret damage. Quid needs a little bit more, and he finally gets one back. Shopify Rebellion playing very far forward, but is it actually an overextension? Quid getting a lot of damage here on a B-Boy. Dokla still looking maybe for an angle as River jumps forward and B-Boy flashes away. Trying to escape now, just barely tries to get away, but the Tempered Fate catches him. River with a nice timing. EQ combo catches Fudge unawares. And now with the enemy top laner down, 100 Thieves sees their opportunity. They are going after the Baron. They know they have to do a big play to get back in the game.
And Palafox is still farming the blue buff because he has 3k gold. He's trying to finish his IE, but he's not here.
Okay, the Baron's already down to 4,000. Shopify Rebellion trying to step up in a 3v5, but the Baron has already been claimed. 100 Thieves
He does get the Infinity Edge, but you lose the Baron. And you have to wonder, could he have gotten over there and maybe the Dragon start this right on spawn? It feels like Shopify, as a result, maybe making the call to just give up the Dragon. Seo's in trouble.
Yeah, River engages, but it's only onto an Alistar ready to go with ulti. B-Boy fires off the True Shot Barrage. Seo is still at plenty of HP, while Palafox is taking down the inhibitor turret up there in the top lane. 100 Thieves, yeah, they've got control over the bot side, River, but again, they have to start the Dragon right now. It's going to begin. They've already got it down to half HP. We'll see if 100 Thieves can secure it. Yes, they will. Mountain Drake is theirs. Dopa makes his way back into the base. He will be able to defend the inhibitor, try to deal with Fudge. Only the cannon minion left alive down here in the bottom lane. 100 Thieves. Yeah, the next minion wave is ready to crash into the turret, but the Baron buff is now gone. Dopa dealing with Fudge up there in the top side. He does not have his teleport, and Fudge does. Fudge making his way over now with a TP. It'll be a 4v5 if 100 Thieves get engaged on, and Fudge is swooping around from the side. Sundisk also about to expire. Ayla's going to be the first one killed. Fate sealed for Palafox. River's knocked up into the air as 100 Thieves try to fight back, but they can't find anything. Shopify Rebellion. Big moves coming out from Fudge, but Quinn's ready to turn it around. Shut down over to FBI. Fudge about to drop next. Quinn goes on a killing spree, and 100 Thieves try to fight back. Quinn finally falls. FBI's getting away, but the True Shot Barrage cuts him down.
Approach, but B-Boy getting some good chunk down on the Quid to start the fight.
Yeah, Palafox in contracts. Palafox does so much damage, they can easily just two-man the objective. So 100 Thieves is going to start trying to take the fight. Contracts fires the ulti backwards. Curtain call from FBI. They're looking to focus down Fudge. Public execution ain't getting a whole lot just yet, but the fourth shot needs to come through. Fudge staying alive while Quid's about to die. The stasis will end here in only a moment, and Contracts takes the kill. 100 Thieves are scattered. Shopify will claim themselves a Baron, plus the enemy mid laner dead for the next 45 seconds.
I loved how B-Boy, Seos, and Fudge were able to play that. They effectively had to play a 3v5 while their teammates sold the Dragon.
Okay, Palafox going in after FBI here. Soul Unbound goes very far forward. Last turret shot nearly gets the Guardian Angel, but close ain't close enough. As B-Boy continues, stepping up just a little bit further here, fishing for those Mystic shots. Wants to take down the turret. A couple more hits will do it, and B-Boy takes more money for the Rebellion. They're up almost 6,000 gold.
Is a massive lead, 6k plus a good 4,000 worth of stats from that mountain.
That Ezreal ulti is real strong right about now.
Yeah, it is looking powerful. They're looking now for River.
Yeah, River having to flash away on the Jarvan. Losing that summoner spell is so critical right now. For 100 Thieves, we're talking about you need a miracle to have any kind of a chance. Part of that miracle is a big engage, but the engage belongs to Shopify Rebellion. The turret is already gone, and FBI is already dead. The Shurima Shuffle's not going to do a damn thing. B-Boy is dominating, and 100 Thieves will crumble. The last sand buckles before the might of Shopify Rebellion. And are they even going to lose a single man? It does not look like it. Nobody even got hurt, Azael. And Shopify with the last bits of Dokla's Scion body fading away. Shopify is going to tie this one up. They'll take game 2, and we're heading to a third game here in this first best of 3 of the weekend.
Great bounce back here from Shopify. Palafox and B-Boy. Well, I was going to say they were deathless. Doka is a really slow starter. Does need to scale. Does need to get fee stacks to be powerful enough. This is interesting, though, with the Ahri coming through. Maybe they're just saying, okay, you're not actually going to have enough damage to actually kill off the Cho'Gath later on, as long as he gets tanked. He knew Dokla and River were around, but I guess his assumption was Dokla would have just continued his path down towards bot. Now River in trouble.
Yeah, River immediately finds himself in a 1v2 against the Cho'Gath and Trundle combo, and Contracts
able to catch this wave, but I am nervous for him being able to catch it. And instead, he's actually just going to go right back towards mid once again.
Okay, they're looking to put the pressure on Palafox over here in the mid lane. Gravity Well is used, but the charm already connects onto the Victor. Palafox knows he ain't going anywhere. The Q returns. Fi can move over, interfere with River taking this. He's going to pick up some honey fruits there to keep his HP nice and high. Yes, there is the control ward in the pit that sees what's going on, but Shopify doesn't have anybody nearby to try to contest it. So this should be first Drake over to 100 Thieves for free, as Fudge is just going to keep on farming up here with the Cho'Gath. Critically, though, he has not used the feast on a minion. Sometimes just
out, and clearly their thought process is get Quid ahead, he will pay it back, but at least thus far, Quid has not been able to.
Ooh, immediate engage coming out from 100 Thieves, though. Seos is already down, but Contracts is ready to follow it up and makes it a 1-for-1 trade. Now River could be in a little bit of a tough spot as B-Boy fires back. Needs some more damage, though. FBI popping the barrier, looking to stay alive as Dokla heals up there with a call to make, but Fudge cuts him down. As soon as we look over at him, Shopify Rebellion is working to take the objective. The first one's going to go ahead and drop the Contracts. River's making his way over. Ayla and FBI right next to him. Shopify, though, should, if nothing else, just be able to smite down this second one. Doesn't even need to use it just yet. Instead, they'll secure that one with just the auto attacks. Should be able to grab this last one here with a smite. There it is. All three grubs. Sure, he combos you. Okay, maybe he takes off a quarter of your health. All right, you just eat the whole wave, and now you're back to full.
Yeah, the only concern is, so let's see this.
Hold on. Seos could be in a little bit of trouble here. Wants to turn around onto FBI. Gets a two-man Pop Blossom as River tries to dive in, and FBI chasing now after his opponent. B-Boy survives for the time being, but FBI down to 200 HP has to continue making some space. Palafox and Contracts are here. Nobody on 100 Thieves dies, and they get their pick.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to say, only concern for Fudge, still 0 feast stacks, and we're 12 minutes in. So he's not using them on the wave at all.
Seos also in the area. Contract should have full confidence to be able to finish off this objective, but Quid and Ayla are seeing if maybe there is a trap to be set. Mid laners without the ultis, but it's Quid who's very low on HP now as well. Makes it very difficult for 100 Thieves
stack, here we go.
Try and fight. All right, come on, Fudge, eat it. There we go. All right. Why have a TV dinner when you can have a gourmet feast, like 7 courses?
Dad's barbecue and steak.
Try to lock the game in. As we can see, Shopify stepping forward, wanting to contest here for the third Drake of the game. It's 1-1 so far, so not an emergency for either side if the other one gets it. Dokla already using the Dominus, though, forced back by Palafox. Nocturne ulti's not doing a whole lot here as River is trapped inside the pit having to deal with Contracts. Seos goes in for the Pop Blossom. He only finds FBI, but that's a pretty good target. 100 Thieves trying to scramble a little bit now as Shopify run forward. Fudge needs a little bit more damage and Quid is gone. Dokla into the back line causing some trouble for Shopify, but not enough. Shopify Rebellion, they'll take the 1 kill, they'll take the Drake, they'll take the fight.
Yeah, nicely done there by Shopify. Able to get quite a bit off of this, and we're just seeing it just feels like a lack of damage. They can't actually get through. Ayla in some trouble, but FBI and River are there to cover. And it's just been really difficult for them. You know, you see River pop the ulti, and he's like, wait, who do I go on? It's like, what?
And then the entire time, he's getting beat to death by Contracts' Trundle.
Like, he couldn't actually ult really in on Palafox. Oh, wait, like, Trundle and Victor and, you know, everyone is hitting us, and we're kind of just dying. So I just feel like so Shopify played it slow, played it steady, and feel like they're playing with a really big draft advantage and looking good.
Okay, 100 Thieves looking to make their dive now. The Pop Blossom defensively finds 3, and Shopify are firing back. Ayla is already down. That was 100 Thieves full send. That was their attempt. That was their trigger pull, and the gun blew up in their hand.
Yeah, that one's feeling like a little bit of a death knell there for them, as now Shopify going to go right down to Otacon. B-Boy's a little bit low. They can try to get back out there. They're going to teleport. This is pretty early, though, and now Dokla's going to be the one potentially caught out on this TP.
Oh, boy, they're already waiting. Dokla's in some danger, having to try to slice and dice his way back out. His stats have been sapped. He's knocked up into the air by the Rupture, and he's already
3 as far as the skill order. So really prioritizing the move speed there quite a lot. Of course, it is giving you additional attack speed as well. But, you know, you are so difficult to actually escape from and so difficult to lock down. But just with no ult on Quid, with no flash on Ayla, it feels really difficult to even try to approach. Dokla is behind them, but this is going to be gone, and there's another stack going over to Fudge.
Yep, they've already got the Drake, and now Dokla's got to try to get away because Palafox found him. Contracts flashing out. Fudge is going to cover his retreat. Dokla, now isolated from the rest of the team, has to flash back over the wall to make sure he does not get caught by the Tangle Barbs there from Seos. Another win for Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, and if you think that front line is tanky now, wait until they get Ocean Soul. That is going to be almost impossible to do anything. 100 Thieves, yeah, it's time to flip it. Just start the Otacon, do something. Like, this game is looking so cooked, so even if it's like a 10% chance, I feel like it's better than what they have now.
Yep, it's a YOLO play, but that's what you need sometimes. Otacon down to 5,000 HP. It's 100 Thieves are looking to send it back into Fudge, who flashes over the wall, staying alive for now, but he's very, very low. Pop Blossom onto 2. FBI's first to die. Quid having to dash back over the wall to stay alive, as Dokla will be the next man down, and Fudge never even falls. Otacon finally slain by River, but it costs a heavy price.
As it is incredibly low, and I don't think he's going to be able to get there in time to even see the Baron die.
Yep, Baron already
The
slain.
question is he going to get his guaranteed 6 free minion feasts before the game ends?
Brother, I think this game is going to end
So
far
do
faster
I.
than that. Like, Shopify Rebellion is up 7,000 gold. It's going to be closer to 8,000 here after this tier 2 is taken mid. Okay, I guess it'll bounce back closer to 7.5 because Dokla is at least going to get the tier
Check
1
the bounty.
turret top lane. That is the first turret that 100 Thieves have acquired in 28 minutes of gameplay. It's a rough one. River's going in though. Paranoia already popped. Ayla tries to hop in first, but immediately takes a ton of damage. Sayo staying alive for now, finds the pop loss, and River is already dead. Dokla makes his entry into the back part of the lines of Shopify, but it will not matter. 100 Thieves, they have no damage. They have no chance. They have nobody left alive. A triple kill for the victor of Palafox. A clean ace for Shopify Rebellion, and that's your game-winning team fight right there. They're going to take down 100 Thieves.
And Shopify Rebellion going to continue their winning ways here, move to 3-0 as far as the match score is completed.
And this was the most one-sided game in the series. 15-3, 11,000 gold lead by the time it's done. There's not even anybody to farm left alive. Ayla respawns, only to be hit immediately with the pillar, and Shopify will take the dub.
Strong performance here from Shopify.